Good morning, beloved. Good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that and you are watching the broadcast. Hello, 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 hello. It is wonderful to say hi to you. Wonderful to say what's up, what's going on in your world, what you be up to, and all that good stuff. Um, I am grateful, 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 grateful to be here with you. And I appreciate and value you. So thank you for how you show up in the world. So for those of you who will be live, yes, 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 let's do it. Let's play. Why don't we? Judith, good morning, honey. Good morning. For those of you who will hashtag it and replay it, I love it. I love it. I love it. For those of you who will be on and I don't know you on and I might not never know you on, I love that. And then for those of you who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this girl. Yes, 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 and yes. Cool, cool, cool beans. Let's have fun, why don't we? So, all week long, we've been talking about words. Good morning, Erica. Man, I'm so super excited about July. I'm ready. Like, I'm ready. I'm so ready to be on the road. So ready to be just to have some fun. I'm ready, girl. I'm ready. Um, so all week long we've been talking about this notion of words and how words create our lives. It does, y'all. Words create our lives, right? Me too. And there's so many research studies that shows the power of words. There's a book that I have that maybe I'll be able to pull it for tomorrow. But the book talks about it's studied water. This guy studied water and just the effects of how the atmosphere affects water. Anyway, and there are studies about how you could talk to plants and how they grow. Or in this instance, is how the snowflakes form, whether they form in beautiful crystallized shapes or if they're very broken up and fractured. Um, and so if that does it too, and we are, what's the percentage? I don't remember the percentage. We are a certain percentage of water, like our body is mainly water. Um, Huge percentage of our body is water. And so since we are uh since we are that, I lost my train of thought. Let me go back to my title, okay? Choose your words carefully. Choose your words carefully. Choose them carefully because they matter. They matter. They matter to you. They matter to your environment. They matter to whoever is in your environment. Our words, beloved, they absolutely, unequivocally matter. It is imperative that we make sure that we choose our words, that we basically use the words we want to get back. That the words that we use, that we are okay with getting a harvest of that back. So whatever it is that we're speaking, my question is, would you like that back given back to you? Would you like that to be boomeranged back into your life? Would you like to see a harvest of that? Would you like to see a football field of that? So if not, and let me say, when I'm talking to you, I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to me too. Look, I'm the messenger and I get the message first. So I am not preaching. This is not preaching. This is sharing. What I do is I share. I do not, not on this platform. I am a preacher. I do, serve in that way, but not in this platform. On this platform, I am sharing, which means, and then same thing with the preacher. It comes to the preacher first as well. So preacher's not off the hook either. Okay. We get the message first either way, which means we got to check our own selves. Words really do hurt. I was hurt by someone I really love and looked up to. I just kept it moving because I know I speak life into people. Amen. Amen. You got to keep it moving. Got to keep it moving. Yep. And then we choose, we choose our hurt. We choose how long we're going to be hurt. We choose all of those things. We do choose all of those things. And so whatever will give you life, right? Whatever will give you life, that's what you got to choose. Excuse me. Now, okay, I did go to bed late. I was like, why am I sleepy? But I did go to bed late. So as we think about what we want to feel, as we think about, good morning, Tanya. Good morning, sis. As we think about what we want to feel, as we think about what we want to be in our lives, as we think about what we want as a return, as we think about the atmosphere we want to create, right? As we think about what we invite to be a part of our daily experience, we want to choose our words carefully. We want to choose our words. I was speaking to someone yesterday, and they've got to, one of the things that I did for many years is I supervised therapists who needs to take the national exam. And a lot of people are afraid of test taking. And she was saying, I'm horrible at taking tests, or some way of saying that word. And she caught her own self. She said, I got to watch my words. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, you don't speak what you don't want, especially when you're describing yourself. You do not speak what you do not want. And so she's got to reframe that, because you want to honor where you are. So she can say, I'm growing in test taking. I am looking for, I'm looking forward to the day when test taking will be natural for me, will be easy for me. I am seeking to be able to relax while I take the test, right? While I test. Any of those things. Speak in the direction you want to go into. Say what it is that is yours to say, right? Speak in the direction you want to go. Absolutely, beloved. Absolutely. So watch your words. Watch your words. Don't allow a situation to have you to sow seeds that you don't want the benefit of. Don't allow a situation to have you to sow seeds, right? So watch what you say. Watch what you say. So I am going to share this morning. We've got our class information ready, and share screen. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Facebook. Okay, we've got our class information ready. Good morning, Ray. So good to see you this morning. All right. So here is our ad for our class, our Facebook ad. Let me know what y'all think. Stop self-imposed mental suffering. That's what this class is about, to stop it. Something happens. You feel pain. You tell yourself why it happened. You feel much more pain. In fact, you suffer. Click the link above or below to stop unnecessary self-imposed mental and emotional suffering. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then when you click the link, it'll take you to our newest course, the Freedom Series, Stop Self-Imposed Emotional Suffering, because it's not necessary, beloved. It's just not necessary. We have habits, our thinking, the words we use cause us to suffer. The words we use, the story we craft, that which we create within ourselves, that leads to mental suffering. It's a 4-week course. It begins June 11. It's 173 from 7 to 8:30, and you can click here to register. Click there to register. All right. Innovate. I know, right? I've been wanting to use that technology for a long time. So I'm super excited about it. I'm getting ready to do a lot with that. I'm getting ready to play with it, play with it, play with it, play with it. So yeah, me too, Tanya. Me too. Me too. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So when we think about this idea of we think about this idea of mental suffering or emotional suffering, that comes from words. That comes from the story we tell ourselves about this experience that happened. And oftentimes what we'll say is, this happened because they said this, because they did this, because, or they didn't do this because they wouldn't, whatever, because. Is that because? The because will have us jacked up every time, right? The because will have us jacked up many times, not every time, right? Sometimes we know the because they told us the because, right? But oftentimes we will make it up. We'll fill in the gaps. We'll fill in the blanks. We will come up with our own reasons. And you know what? Let me just say, if you come up with a reason that something hurt you, you already hurt. Like, there's no question that you're hurt. You hurt. You experienced the hurt, right? Because as Erica said, right? She was hurt by someone. So there are things in life that will there are things in life that will hurt. We're disappointed, we're saddened by, we're all those things, right? And that's, we can't do, that's it. That's a part of what happens. That thing happened. But then what you do next determines if you're going to suffer around that thing. It determines that. So it happened, and then you come up with a why. If that why is not life-giving, that why is getting ready, that because is getting ready to be a noose around your neck. It really is. It's getting ready to be a chain and ball in quicksand. If your why is going to lead you to feel worse, why would you? What would be the benefit of rehearsing that why? If it's just okay, like, leave that alone. You hurt, that's sufficient enough. Leave it alone. So we weave this story of of a because, the story of because. We weave that story, and that story just gets us tripped up. And we can't believe that this is the reason why we can't. I know why they did what they did, and she should have, and he should have, and that's so horrible that they did. And it's like, how does that serve you to even tell the story? Most of the time, beloved, I'm gonna tell you, we're not accurate. Most of the time, we're not accurate. We believe we're accurate, but we are not. Most of the times, we're not accurate, and we will suffer needlessly from something that we made up. Something we made up. I know. I did it a lot, many years. But even if we are accurate, even if that is the facts, that is why they did it. Even if there's another layer to that you get in the class, and I'll teach you that in the class. But even if, and thinking about it, rehearsing it doesn't serve us, why are we going to do that? Why are we going to keep talking to ourselves about it? Why are we going to keep talking to other people about it so we feel worse? Come on, y'all. We only get one shot at this thing called life. We get one shot. We get one opportunity to live our freest life, the freest version of our life. One opportunity to do that, beloved. I invite you to the class. Take the class so that you can learn how to release yourself from the tyranny of because. The tyranny of why because. Why because. The tyranny, I like that. The tyranny of why because. Of why because. Okay. Because that's going to be in the class, right? I like that. I like that concept. So, Erica, you say, I have to let you know you truly helped me. I love it. It's excellent. It helps people think about how we can get better. And you say it so gracefully. I just love it. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Because it's not necessary. And let me tell you, this is insidious. Some people, what's the word? Anyway, I suspect that hearing this, you're like, yeah, right. We got to have the why. Okay. All right. That's like saying you got to have what? That extra piece of chocolate cake you don't need. Eventually, if you have too many of them, you're going to suffer. Okay. You got too many of them, you're going to suffer. You don't have to have it. You don't have to have the why. In most cases, you don't. But in any case where you do, let's get it. And let's not make it up. Let's not make it up before we get it. Let's not make it up. Let's just go on and get the why if we need to have it. Like there are certain fields of study that must have the why. Medical fields must have the why. Anything that's heavy in research that look at cause and effect, they need whys. In our interpersonal relationships, sometimes we need why. Sometimes we need to just be okay with what is and keep it moving. That the pain, the event, the experience was painful enough. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. So the book that we use, and I'm not going to teach from the book, because this book, again, I told you I could teach from this book, How to Stop the Pain, Dr. James B. Richards. I can teach from this book for 12 weeks. 12 weeks. I mean, actually a chapter of book. Let me see how many. To tell you the truth, I could teach from this book because we could do for 36 weeks. I could teach from this book for 36 weeks because each chapter is just that deep. Almost a year. Jesus. That's a lot. So, beloved, I love you. I value you. I appreciate you. Watch your words. Choose them carefully. Only choose the words that's going to give you life, because it's not worth it choosing words that cost so much. So at the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, beloved, we forfeited, we relinquished, we gave up the right to not be amazing. You and I just simply don't have that right. So I love you. go register for the class. It's the link is on my Facebook page. All right. Love you. Have a good day. Bye-bye for now.